I had a very exciting hunt this morning in the woods. Shortly after daybreak, I had two does come across the power line I'm sitting on, and they didn't stay around and feed or anything. They just went right across one side to the other. And not too long after that, I had a young buck come out from my left, the same side they came from. And he kind of stuck around, And then all of a sudden, here comes another buck from the right, another young buck. And they're just hanging out, feeding a little bit. And they've got their nose to the ground. So I guess they're probably checking out, figuring out which way them does went and whatever. But anyways, they go off into the woods to the right, and so they're gone. And not too long after that, them two does, they come back across. And they're running across and here comes one of them bucks right behind them, chasing them. So I got to see a little chasing, a little pre-rut action, you'd say. So he chased them across the other side of the power line. So this buck has done chased the does out of the power line, and now everything's kind of settled down. And all of a sudden, I see this wide, heavy horn looking, good looking deer getting ready to cross the power line. I get my gun ready, and he's not really in a big hurry. He's just kind of easing along, not really feeding, got his nose to the ground, smelling. And so anyways, he comes across the power line, and I got a good broadside shot on him. He stands there still for a minute. So I get ready to pull the trigger. When I pull the trigger, my gun goes click. And I said, what in the world's going on? And instead of putting another bullet in there, I decided to just reset the firing pin. So I get it ready and get back on it. The deer's just standing there looking broadside toward me. And the deer's up 250 yards. And so I squeeze the trigger again, click again. So I eject that bullet out and think I'm putting another bullet in there, and I'm still on them good, So I squeeze the trigger slowly a third time and click again. And this time I'm puzzled and frustrated. I don't know what's going on. So I ease the gun off my wrist into my lap and dump the magazine out, find a good bullet, and I hand feed that good bullet in there and close the bolt, get the gun back up there, and he's still broadside and looking toward me. And finally, the fourth time, I squeeze the trigger and the gun goes off, and I watch him take off running back the direction he came from. And because of all the events that has led up to this moment, I have really had no confidence in my shot. So I just let the deer go off into the woods, and I sat there for an hour and just waited. But finally I decided to get down after sitting an hour and walked to where I thought the deer was standing, and pretty quickly I found some blood. And once he left the power line, he had a pretty easy trail to where he was at, and I found him folded up in a bunch of thick stuff up against a tree. So That was a eventful, exciting morning in the woods here in Alabama, and that's my second buck of the year. Second really nice buck from the same spot, same stand and all. So, and I don't know what made that deer want to just stand there and looking toward me for so long. Seemed like it was 10, 20 minutes. It probably wasn't that long, but anyways, I'm sure glad he did. I was able to finally get a shot off.